You glowed so bright, but never led me home. You flashed like hope in haunted skies, lit my way with perfect lies. I chased you through the blackest night, but you were never real light. You danced where angels lost their names and left me buried in your games. I mistook your shine for soul, but you were empty, dark and cold. You shine like dead lights in the dark, pulling hearts to fall apart. You left me blind with no regrets, a ghost of stars I won't forget. You flickered out and left me numb. Now I see where you were from. You glimmered soft, you burned so slow, made me think you'd never go. But every step was just a trap, another dream inside your map. You wore the night like a disguise, but I see truth behind your eyes. No more chasing what won't burn. I've taken scars, but now I learn. You shine like dead lights in the dark, promised fire, left only marks. I walked alone beneath your flare, but found there's nothing truly there. You haunt the edges of my mind, but I've left your glow behind. No more lies and light disguise. I cut your glow out of my skies. I won't be drawn, I won't descend. This is the flame that you can't bear. You shine like dead lights, cold and fake. You stole my breath, but not my fate. The dark is mine, I found my flame. You're just a shadow with no name. No more chasing, no more scream. I wake up now from your dream. Dead lights fade, but I'll remain. You crown me king, then watch me rust. You built me high on hollow praise, whispered gold into my days. Said I was more than just a name, but you were sharpening your aim. You kissed my flaws like sacred art, then used them all to tear apart. You raised me just to watch me fall, a throne of thorns, no grace at all. Now there's rust on my crown from the lies you passed down. You made me feel like I was whole, just to carve out what you stole. I gave you love, you gave me doubt. Now I wear shame, I can't wash out. You danced around my open trust and let it rot, then turn to dust. You wore devotion like disguise while hiding swords behind your eyes. Now every smile I see is a threat, a memory soaked in regret. You called me king but made me crawl, a puppet built to take the fall. Now there's rust on my crown, and I'm done bowing down. You used my fire to light your fuse, then left me cold, broken and bruised. I fought for us, you fought to win. Now all I see is rusted skin. I bled for the throne, you smiled like a thief. I screamed me the silence and rest on my crown. You gave me a throne just to watch it corrupt. You brought me down, but I built again. Now I wear what you destroy as armor. You lit the match with careful hands, whispered love in shifting sands. You watched me crumble, watched me break, then smiled at what you didn't take. I gave you fire, you gave me smoke, but I'm the one who never chose. You fed the flames, I bore the cause, but in your war I found what's lost. Ashes and armor, that's all that's left of the love you stole, of the breath you kept. You made a weapon from my name, but now I blaze beyond your flame. You tore me down, you lit the spark, but I rise on from every dark. You framed me as your broken tool, while calling chaos something cool. But in the fire I forged my shield. From every scar I wouldn't yield. Your ghost still knocks, it has no key. This soul's no longer yours to bleed. I buried what we used to be and built a wall you'll never see. Ashes and armor, I wear it proud. Your lies can't reach me through this shroud. I carve my truth from what you burn. Now feel the strength your silence earned. No more tears, no more alarm. I live inside this earned alarm. Ashes on my skin, still inside my breath. You gave me pain, I gave you death. I rise, I roar, I own my name. You'll never light that fire again. Ashes and armor, forged from hate. You were my end, but I changed fate. No chains remain, no wounds to hide. I stand in armor, still with pride. You tried to burn what you could own, but I built an empire on your bones. We painted stars on midnight walls. Now I just watch those pieces fall. Bleeding in the dark where your love used to glow. Your warmth is gone, the cold still grows. You were the fire, now I freeze, begging ghosts down on my knees. You took the light, left all the scars. I whispered to your faded stars. Bleeding in the dark where your love used to glow. face down on my knees. You took the light, left all the scars. I whispered to your faded stars, bleeding in the dark where your love used to glow. Where once I felt alive and true, now there's nothing left of you. You cheated on me, you devoured me. You wore affection like a knife, smiling sweet while stealing life. You wrapped me tight in perfect skin and sank your teeth deep within. And every kiss a slow attack. You drained the red, never gave it back. I called it passion, you called it sport, but I was prey from your first retort. Fangs of love, you've been too deep. Promise fire, deliver grief. You licked the wounds you made in me, then watched me beg on broken knees. I gave you trust, you gave me teeth. Now all I want is to break free. Your love was hunger dressed in gold, a soft deception sharp and cold. You never needed someone true, you needed blood and I bled for you. You smiled wide while I dissolved another heart you left unsolved. You kissed the pain, you fed the fight, but never stayed to hold the night. Fangs of love, you tore right through, left me hollow, black and blue. You whispered dreams, then ripped them fast, and laughed as I relieved the past. You stalked me slow with velvet pace, but never wore a real face. You called it love, but you just fed on everything I wished and said. You left me dry and dying on. Now I ignite from all your talk. You haunted me with silky grace, but now I vanish without trace. Fangs of love, I broke your jaw. You can't consume what I outdraw. I wear my scars like metal skin. I scream, I lose, but never again. You took your bite, but I still stand. No leash, no pain, no curse command. You fed, I fought. You bit, I bow. You taught me how to bleed with style. Now watch me smile. You are a halo, but hit a blade. Now I see the cracks in your parade. Like light, walk like grace, but left your demons in my place. Your smile was sharp, your words were sweet. You laid me down beneath your feet. I called it love, I called it fate, but now I call it pure mistake. You never saved, you only drained, left me cold in hurricane. Stain, there's no halo left above your head, just rusted lies and things you said. You wore white robes but hid your rash. Now I burn bridges you let crash. You sang of light but fed me night. There's no more halo in your fight. You dressed in gold, spoke like a saint, but every hug was full of taint. You made me kneel, then turned your back while drawing knives behind your act. You built a throne on my regret, but I'm the fire you won't forget. You preached of hope, but so decay. Now I ignite your judgment day. There's no halo left to wear with pride. rise the flag. I won't pray at your deceit. I walk alone, I feel complete. Grind and there's no halo left to break. You're just the storm I won't remake. You can't baptize me in fear. I've walked through fire to get here. Your glory's fake, your crown's undone. Your time is up, your light is gone. Played the angel, but I saw your wings melt. You didn't just leave me empty. You emptied me yourself. In like a sweet disease, promised light but stole my peace. I gave you blood, I gave you breath. You gave me silence, cold as death. You smiled while I tore apart. Bit by bit you fed my heart. I begged for love, you took control. You drained me down, you left a hole. You bleed me out, drop by drop. You never cared, you never stopped. You drained the color from my skin and let your darkness grow within. Now all that's left is hollow sound. You bled me out and watched me drown. You said we're one with poison lips, while carving cracks into my ribs. You dressed my pain in lullabies, but I can see through your disguise. Each heartbeat was a slow goodbye, and every touch another lie. I gave it all, you took it red. You left me bones of a broken man. You bleed me out, vein by vein. Fed your power off my pain. You made me love the way I died. Now I crawl from what you hide. No turning back, let the fire cut every track. Your perfume fades in heated air, a ghost I no longer bear. You built your heaven on my chest, now I burn it with the rest. I gave it all, you gave me scars. I built a world, you left it short. No closure, no kiss goodbye, just fire in your lullaby. You said it wouldn't break. But every word cracked louder than glass. You built a world with your silver tongue, played every note like a love song sung. But behind your eyes I saw the flame, a burning truth you couldn't name. You wrapped your love in satin chains, soft enough to hide the pain. I wore your words like second skin, now I'm tearing what you stitched in. I should have seen behind the grin, your forever was so thin. Shatterproof lies, that's what you sold, wrapped in warmth but dead and cold. You broke me slow, you broke me sweet, then watched me fall beneath your feet. You played me clean, then cut me deep. Now I'm the wound you'll never keep. I'll watch you frame me as the curse while you rehearse your twisted verse. 1,000 truths I tried to scream, but you were busy chasing dreams. You lit the fuse, then walked away, left my love in disarray. Now every echo of your name is gasoline against my flame. You called it fate, I called it theft. You took the heart and nothing's left. Shatterproof lies, sharp as steel, made me question what was real. You spun your stories into gold while I stood dying in the cold. I gave you truth, you gave me fake, but now I burn for my own sake. I was the fire, you were the match. You sparked it all and turned your back, but I won't drown inside your smoke. This is the sound of chains I broke. No more lies, no more scripts. I We laid it down side by side, but only one of us survived. I trace your name in ashes cold, where once was fire, now growing old. We wrote our vows in crimson dust. Now silence holds what once was trust. You closed the lid, but stayed inside, still whispering through every lie. I carry you like hollow bones. You haunt my nights, but I walk alone. This is the coffin of us, built from pain, a love we lost, soaked in rain. You stitched the wood with all your doubt and nailed it shut, then locked me out. You sleep in peace, but I still scream inside the grave of what we dreamed. I screamed for light, you dug it deep, promised dreams you'd never keep. You dragged me down a rose in dirt and kissed me while I drowned in hurt. Now every smile is painted red, a memory of what we said. You rest in ruins, I live in flame. No resurrection from your name. This is the coffin of us, locked in fear, a monument to every tear. You left your ghost to share my bed, but took the soul, left me for dead. You buried love and called it fate, but I dig out, I won't wait. 6 feet deep with all your guilt, this tomb is not what we had built. You said forever, then you ran. Now I rise alone, not as your man. But the casket breaks the seal, only one of us can heal. This is the coffin of us, no return. We lit the fire, then watched it burn. You sleep beneath regret and lies. I clawed my way to open skies. You rest in ash, I rise from dust. I broke the box that buried us. You stayed behind, I chose the light. We died together, but only I fought to live. I still hear your footsteps in the hallway, echoes of love we let slip away. Your name's a ghost I whisper every night, but you're gone like the stars before the light. We were fire, burning wild and true. Now I'm choking on the smoke of losing you. I'm screaming in the silence, drowning in the pain. You're the storm that left me broken, like a rose beneath the rain. I gave forever are the ashes of us. I wear your memory like a tattoo. Every scar still points back to you. I tried to hold on, I tried to believe, but love's a liar when it wants to leave. We were thunder, hearts about to burst, but we crashed and burned, now it only hurts. I'm screaming in the silence, drowning in the pain. You're the storm that left me broken, like a rose beneath the rain. I gave you all I had, now I'm bleeding from the trust. All that's left of forever are the ashes of us. Can you feel the cold you left behind? Can you hear me calling in the night? If love was real, then why'd you run? Now I'm standing here staring at the sun. I'm screaming in the silence, drowning in the pain. You're the storm that left me shattered, now I'll never be the same. I gave you all I had, now I'm bleeding from the trust. All that's left of forever are the ashes of us. I gave you all I had. Now there's nothing left to try. You kissed me with a loaded grin, called me home, then let me spin. You drained my veins with every lie, then smile while watching me die. You said love hurts, you said it's real, but all you ever made me feel was empty. Now all that's left are scars and shame, and you won't even speak my name. You drank my soul like wasted blood, turned rivers red, then called it love. I poured it all, no holding back, but you just painted all things black. You left me dry, you called it right, but I see clearer in this night. You left a hole where hope once grew and filled it up with shades of you. I held your weight until I cracked, now I'm done picking up the slack. You bled me thin and walked away and played the mess on yesterday. But I won't be your well again, this time I won't pretend. You drank my soul like wasted blood, called it fate while dragging mud. You broke my trust and left it raw, now I don't care what you thought. You pulled the trigger, watch me fall, but I'll rise above it all. No more bleeding, no more cries. You'll never taste what I sacrificed. I gave it all, you gave me scars. Now I leave you in the dark. You drank my soul like wasted blood, left me buried in the floor. But from the wreck I rise again, this is where your reign will end. No more heart, no more trust, just ashes, steel and dust. drink from me again. I've run dry, forever dry. I've run dry, forever dry. Sound of fire crackling. We burned it all and called it love, but love doesn't leave ashes. We danced in flames we couldn't name, lit matches just to shift the blame. You watched it fall but claimed to care while smoke was rising everywhere. I begged for water, you poured gas and smiled while watching moments pass. Just stared from safer stars. Crimson ashes, that's all we are. A love consumed, a final scar. You kissed me deep, then watched me burn, and left with no intent to return. I sift the dust, but find no truth. Just shattered dreams and stolen youth. You built a blaze with every lie, then left me there alone to die. You held the torch, I held the pain. Now nothing here will grow again. Your words were sparks that scarred my name. Now I rise up through all your flame. I screamed your name through choking air, but all you did was disappear. Crimson ashes, no remains, no rings, no vows, no sacred chains. You left your shadow in my bones, but I won't carry what you own. I rise in smoke, I rise through tears, a fire forged from broken years. Burn it down, let it fade. Your love's a fire that can't be saved. Ash to ash, lie to lie. You turned our truth into goodbye. Crimson ashes, I still breathe from all the wreckage you bequeathed. You thought I'd stay there in the flame, but now I walk without your name. You turned a spark to cold collapse, but I ignite beyond your traps. This fire didn't kill me and rebuild me. You made pain look like poetry, but every verse was fire. You touched me like a summer flame, soft and bright but never tame. You lit my soul with wicked light, then disappeared into the night. You spoke of love and silent screams, turned every kiss into extremes. I knew the fire would take its toll, but I still let you burn me whole. You burned me beautiful, tear me apart, every spark straight through my heart. I wore your name like sacred skin, now I curse where you've been. You danced in flame, I begged to stay, but you burned the best of me away. You wrapped my scars in velvet lies, made me believe that pain could rise. Your hands were heat, your voice was cold. I chased a ghost I couldn't hold. I gave you truth, you gave me fire, and called destruction sweet desire. I thought the flames would cleanse the past, but you were never unchained. Burn me beautiful, burn me raw, but you won't see what you once saw. I rise in smoke, I walk through flame, but I'll never say your name. Your fire's gone, your touch is cold. I'm done chasing your fool's gold. Beauty burns fast.